Okay, let me ask you something. Do you ever feel like you're the most competent person in the room, but for some reason, you're just not getting ahead? You're honest, your work is top-notch, but something just isn't clicking. Well, if that sounds even a little familiar, you've come to the right place. We're about to break down what's called the competence paradox. In other words, how to speak truth to power and actually survive. It is one of the most frustrating feelings in the world, isn't it? You know you're right. You've got the data. You have the expertise. You've done the work. But it feels like you're talking to a brick wall. You're just not being heard. Your best ideas get shut down, and you're left just wondering, what on earth am I doing wrong here? And let's be absolutely clear about one thing. This is not about the quality of your work. Your work is probably flawless. I mean, you're likely the go-to person when something needs to be done right the first time. So if your technical skills aren't the problem, what is? That's really the heart of it, right? You speak up in a meeting, you point out a legitimate flaw in a plan, or you suggest a better way forward, and crickets. Or worse, your ideas get shot down right there on the spot. It's this disconnect that can make even the most brilliant people feel completely worthless. So, you feel stuck, and you're asking yourself that one big question. Why? Why does this keep happening? It feels like everyone else got a rule book that you're missing. Well, don't worry. We're about to crack that code open together. All right, get ready, because here is the first major aha moments. The core of this whole problem isn't really about logic or facts or who's right. It's about a much more primal instinct, and it's this: safety trumps truth. This is the uncomfortable, unspoken reality of power dynamics in almost every single workplace. And this is the paradox that you're living. In so many organizations, it's the technically strong, the brutally honest, the straightforward people who get held back. Meanwhile, the smooth talkers, the politically savvy ones, they just seem to climb right up the ladder. You're not imagining it. This is a real phenomenon. Now, this next point is a really tough pill to swallow, but it's crucial. Organizations do not run on objective truth. They run on perceived power. And once you truly understand that, everything starts to make a lot more sense. And you can see this disconnect so clearly when you break it down like this. Look, your focus is on the truth, creating value and doing the work. But what's your boss focused on? Their safety, maintaining control, and getting results. You're basically speaking two different languages because you have fundamentally different priorities. You're trying to be right, they're just trying to survive. You know, this all comes down to basic psychology. A boss's brain, just like any human brain, is hardwired for survival. And that means it will always prioritize emotional safety over objective truth. So when you come in with a blunt, hard truth, it literally feels like a threat to them. But when someone else comes in with agreement and validation, that feels like safety. It's a pure gut reaction. Okay, so now we get it. We understand the why behind this frustrating dynamic. But now for the part you've been waiting for, the how. How do we fix this? So let's dive into a practical, actionable formula for survival. How to communicate strategically. First things first, we have to completely reframe the objective. This is a huge mental shift. Your goal is not just to tell the truth or to prove that you're right. Your real goal is to get your boss to make a decision that ultimately benefits you, the team, and the entire project. It's a subtle but powerful shift from being correct to being effective. And here is the toolkit to make that happen. It's the 4-step strategic communication formula. It's super simple and easy to remember. Step 1, align. You start by showing you're on their team. Step 2, data. Stick to objective facts, no personal judgments. Step 3, options. This is key. You give them choices so they feel in control. And finally, step 4, yield. You explicitly hand the final decision back to them. See, it's all about protecting their ego while still delivering your message. But I know what you're thinking. Does this stuff actually work? Fair question. So let's put the formula into action and look at a side-by-side comparison. The blunt way versus the strategic way. So on one hand, you have the wrong approach, which is what most of us do by default, and it just creates conflict and makes people defensive. But on the other hand, you have the right approach, the strategic one, that actually fosters collaboration and makes you look like a trusted ally. So here's the typical blunt and, let's be honest, annoying approach. This violates procedure and is very risky. I warned you already. Ugh, what do you think the boss hears when you say that? They hear, "You're an idiot and I'm smarter than you." Instantly, they're on the defensive and your actual message is completely lost. Now let's try that again using our strategic formula. Same core message, but a totally different delivery. I understand you're prioritizing progress, and based on the data, we could adjust things this way or that way. Please let me know which direction you prefer. See the difference? It's night and day. You've aligned with their goal, you've presented data, you offered options, and you yielded the decision. Now you're a problem solver, not a problem maker. So, as we start to wrap this up, let's be really clear about the rules of the game. It is so important to understand that this is not about being dishonest. It's not about being a suck-up. It's about being strategic. It's about finally understanding the psychology of power and using it effectively. And to make it really simple, here are 3 things to just never ever do. First, never correct your boss in front of other people. Ever. It's public humiliation. Second, avoid judgmental words like wrong or illogical. Instead, frame it in terms of risk or data. And third, and this is a big one, do not speak while you are emotionally heated. Wait until you're calm and can be strategic. I want you to let this next sentence really sink in. Competent people don't lose because of their ability. They lose because they tell the truth at the wrong time, in the wrong way, to the wrong person. Your competence is what gets you in the door, but it's your strategy that lets you stay there and thrive. So the biggest takeaway from all of this is pretty simple. Truth is a tool. It's not a weapon to prove how smart you are. It's a tool to build things with. And now that you have the formula and you understand the rules, the only real question left is, are you ready to start using it strategically?